2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against
the Pacers look to take charge. We're going to bring it to you here from Indianapolis, Indiana. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And, of course, Jakob Poeltl. He's a guy that will be sorely missed.
Yeah, no question that it's a risky deal to make because it's the kind of move that can turn a team's fan base against the front office. But trading one of the most popular players on the team is always risky no matter what you get in return.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Wiggins. Marcus Morris is out there with Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. Now here's Allen. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. There is no shortage of athleticism in this one. Both teams, Doris, can simply outrun you, rise above you. But now they face each other.
What's better than watching high flyers face off? Who is going to put down a poster dunk in transition? Who is going to be on the highlight reel on the gift that you see over and over? Electric athleticism. Let's tip it up, Kevin.
Absolutely. Brogdon kicks to Murray. And there's the pass to Allen. 5 on the clock. Brogdon finds Davis over McCollum, and too long on the shot.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Tries from 10, and again it's Minnesota converting.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Murray against Mitchell. Murray, the pass to Tatum, and stolen by Wiggins. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. Pacers with the rebound. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
You wonder if they're looking to take control of this one early. And when you have more talent, you want to keep the other guys from gaining any confidence.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by Indiana. Wiggins kicks to Morris. Back to Wiggins. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the night. Nate McMillan, Doris, a longtime coach in the NBA, has done his part in this Indiana Pacers rebuild.
I think the first thing that Nate had to handle was the turmoil of the team after the Paul George deal, right? So he empowers a young core, and he deserves a ton of credit in the surprisingly good season the Pacers had.
Now, here's Brogdon, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Murray, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Doris, you know, you watch the athleticism that Mitchell has, and it's a surprise he didn't go any higher in the draft.
Well, this is a guy who had so many highlight reel dunks in his young career, proven scorer over the course of the 82-game season. But listen, Mitchell wasn't a scorer at Louisville, so it's not surprising what happened in the draft.
Good. Davis has got his first bucket in this one.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Pass to Mitchell. Fires from deep. Another miss by Minnesota. Pacers trail by 4. It's Brogdon on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. Wiggins against Tatum. Over Wiggins, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
This is one of Tatum's main strengths. He is a polished shooter who likes working in the mid-range.
Mitchell outside. And Allen with the block. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
Davis is out there with Allen. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Tatum in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Back to Nurkic. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. And that one comes up a bit short. Tatum against Wiggins. Right side Tatum. Pass to Davis. They now take the lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, a big strength of this Indiana team is how well they take care of their possessions.
They were right near the top of the league, Kevin, in terms of the fewest turnover committed. And this whole team, to me, seems to play with a level of calmness and good decision-making. And let's give Nate McMillan some credit for that.
Brogdon kicks to Murray. To the paint. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 9 points for Anthony Davis.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight. Efficient and effective.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. More and more we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective. Mitchell against Brogdon. McCollum outside. Morris trying to free himself up. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from McCollum.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Murray kicks to Brogdon. Back to Murray. Dishes it to Davis. Brogdon inside the line. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran more than a rookie.
I mean, his professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell. Father played minor league baseball, knows what it takes to succeed in professional sports, and you can just see it in his approach to practice and his commitment to improving his game. Mitchell was already the surprise of that 2017 draft, and I don't think there's any question he's destined to be a star. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Sinks the 15-footer. Mitchell's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
Davis kicks to Allen. Nurkic with the block.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
Let's see what they do here, Greg, right? Because you know they want to get a couple of possessions out of the time left.
To the inside, stolen by Allen. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Davis. It's Allen, top of the key. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Murray surveying the D. Shot clock at 5. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. 1 second left. The shot, no good. Anthony Davis firing on all. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers? And that'll...
Welcome back, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana, where the famous Chase Tower stands tall above the city. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable, and you hope it carries over to the second half.
So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Donovan Mitchell. Marcus Morris is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's McCollum in at the 2. Murray against Mitchell. Inside, Nurkic, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Indiana Pacers.
Well, you think about the Minnesota Timberwolves becoming one of the premier offensive teams in the league. They have a huge advantage in free throw attempts and limiting turnovers, 2 things that have really set this group apart.
Here's McCollum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 7 points for C.J. McCollum.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Pass to Davis. Outside Tatum. Off the left rim and out. And Doris, you look at the Wolves offense. Have they maxed out how good they can be?
I think one area they have to look at is in this age of the three-pointer, they were one of the league's lowest in three-point attempts. To me, they've got to boost that number, and I think they also need to look to attack in transition. They've certainly got enough weapons.
Murray against Mitchell. Murray dishes to Tatum. Baseline Jay, he's off on that one, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And a wide open look for McCollum, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tatum against Wiggins. Tatum's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Boy, shaky work defensively, giving him that good look on the jump shot. What were they thinking?
I don't know, Doris. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Anthony Davis.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
McCollum kicks to Morris. And stolen by Tatum. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. The pass to Brogdon. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look. Broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Indiana.
And they've been doing a great job of getting into the paint and scoring inside. The defense allowing them easy access to the rim. And boy, are they taking advantage.
Shot clock at 6. Here's the dish to Davis. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead. McCollum finds Wiggins. to the middle. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Murray with it. Now defended by Mitchell. The feed now to Allen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. For Indiana, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And that one falls for Allen. This Pacers team can be suffocating at times on the defensive end.
Well, it starts at the point of attack because this is a group that loves to pester the ball handler. How about last year, those Pacers were second in the league in turnover percentage on defense.
Davis against Wiggins. Kicks it out to Mitchell. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
Here's Davis. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Minnesota on top, up by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for Indiana. Brogdon out there with Murray. Then there's Allen. Then it's Tatum, and it's Davis at the 4-man position. Brogdon the pass to Allen. Murray for 3. They grabbed their own miss. Davis banked in off the glass.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Morris kicks to McCullough. Pass to Mitchell. On the wing, Wiggins. Over Tatum. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He told them, now's when you turn it on. Leave them in the rearview mirror. I know we can put these guys away. Let's see if they can deliver.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Timberwolves leading by 3. Mitchell passes to Wiggins. Count the basket.
Well, a case where he dominates in close, but Wiggins so versatile on offense.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Indiana Pacers. Kicks to Davis. Back to Murray. Pass to Brogdon. He dishes it to Davis. And there it is for him. Davis has got 19 points.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Morris looking over the floor. Mitchell against Murray. Mitchell's shot is good.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Murray kicks to Davis. Allen trying to break free, and it's Davis missing. Timberwolves leading by 5. Mitchell wide open. Great look, but off the mark.
Boy, with that much space around him, maybe he's better off attacking the basket than settling for the jumper.
And it's Davis missing.
Yeah, that's just a missed opportunity. Something there just a little off.
Yeah, simply a little bit careless, I think. Can't just throw it up there. You have to time these alley-oops perfectly.
For three, Brogdon. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Murray. Murray with the defensive effort.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, easy call.
Gets the first, that shrinks the margin to just 4. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Murray against Mitchell. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wiggins.
If you're going to play for this team, you've got to be willing to mix it up on the defensive end. And Jason Tatum gets in the space of the shooter. That's nice.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Well, you've got to be smart regardless of what you choose to do. You shouldn't just heave the 3 if it's not there. Let's see what happens.
They have a chance to tie it up.
If and only if they can make a 3.
Murray dishes to Davis. For 3, Brogdon. Right between the eyes. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
Incredible fortitude to bounce back like this. I think we're setting up for an awesome finish.
And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. Mitchell right side. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Boys, nice shot.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Morris. Mitchell is out there with McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward position.
Well done that time. He is a player you can always count on in a situation like that.
Here's Davis. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Davis has got the game tied up here for the Pacers. So it's the Timberwolves now. Mitchell with it. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
What area of the floor can't Donovan Mitchell score from? This guy, terrific job on the interior.
Here's Davis, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Minnesota gets called for the foul. He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Hey, nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
Mitchell against Murray. Mitchell passes to Nurkic. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, he'd like to have that one back. You almost never get that wide open look.
Murray kicks to Davis. Over Morris. and Davis can't get it to go. Mitchell outside. Cranes it from downtown.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. There's 49 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Here's Davis, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Minnesota with the ball. Mitchell outside. Pass to Wiggins. He kicks it to Morris. It's McCollum on the wing. A fadeaway. And the shot is long. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They trail by 3. There's 21 seconds left in overtime.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
No doubt. You love seeing him knock down the clutch basket.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Boy, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise. You have to love the tenacity, but also the awareness to make sure he came away with that ball.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Boy, now it's just a matter of getting to that final whistle. Those free throws should wrap this up.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And so the Timberwolves take the win, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate.
Broke her nose if my don't stink. Had a staring contest with the devil, he blink. Told my ex